When you think of the future, what do you feel? Anyone feel nervous, confused, intimidated, maybe a little scared? Well, this gentleman's hand shot right up. He's terrified. It's going to be okay, sir. I promise. We'll get through this together. He's right, though. You know, we are. We're living in some scary times. You want to hear about a scary time? I was invited to a baby shower. So I thought back to my childhood and how excited I got to pick a book off my bookshelf for my mom and I to read at night. So I went out and got this bundle of the most classic children's books, brand new hardcovers, wrapped them up, put a nice little bow on top. I went over to the baby shower, went over to set them down on the gift table, and right next to mine, an iPad. An iPad. This baby's just born. Doesn't know how to do anything yet, an iPad. What's he gonna do with it? It's heavier than he is. Now, don't get me wrong, I love my iPad, iPhone, iMac, ibuprofen, I've got it all. Big fan. But this is a baby we're talking about. Do you think maybe it's possible we're bringing it just a little too soon? Maybe? Scary times. You know what I find fascinating and grounding? You want to know what calms me down? When I remind myself that we have far more control over the future than we often realize. Don't we? I mean, the future isn't written for us. We get to create it. I think it's our greatest responsibility, our greatest opportunity to be future ready. You look around today and everything is different. Things are changing at a dizzying speed and everything is instant. Instant messaging, instant dates, instant access to movies and TV shows. When I was little, all I remember were instant noodles. That was it. That was innovation. But not anymore. Innovation has taken on a whole new chapter. For example, who in this room is on Tinder, Bumble, Grindr, JDate, Christian Mingle? You don't have to wait till Friday night to meet someone at the bar. You just swipe. Anytime, day or night. You don't have to wait a week to watch the next episode. You can binge an entire season in one day. And we've all done it. Right? This instant culture may have started with my generation, the younger millennials, Gen Yers, but it has seeped out into every other generation now too. Nobody's safe. It's like a disease. Don't get me wrong, I do not think technology is a disease. I actually think it's awesome. The access we have to information and opportunity today is unprecedented. It feels like anything is possible, doesn't it? And when I say anything, I mean anything. Never mind self-driving cars. Just before I came out here, I got a text from my 85-year-old grandmother that included emojis and animated confetti. Right? I know. And while that's awesome, I realized it didn't feel the same as receiving a handwritten card from her. And it definitely didn't feel the same as sitting across the table from each other. An emoji can't hug us. An emoji can't shake our hand or look into our eyes. And it can't replace those feelings. Now, I love technology. I mean, of course, look at me. I was born in the early 90s. I've been surrounded by tech for half my life, but we are all surrounded by the digital era now. All of us. We're all waiting for that next phone to be announced, for that next great app to be released. And I think technology is great. Digital is great. We should celebrate it, use it as the tool that it is. But without the foundation of our relationships with each other offline, we lose the meaning. Without the foundation of our relationships with each other offline, we lose the meaning. I remember as a little kid playing on the porch with my mom and reading books. It was always books and trains. I loved books and trains. Or a book about trains, even better. Or reading a book about trains while on a train, the best. My childhood was naturally rich with connection. My earliest memories were on that porch playing and reading with my mom. There was no computer around. Nobody was holding a phone in their hand. That's why I thought to bring books to the baby shower and not an iPad. We all want to feel connected. As human beings, we are hardwired for connection. We want to feel like we're part of something bigger than ourselves. People don't just want to be told great stories. We want to feel part of a great story, don't we? That starts with community. Who here in this room believes they are a community builder? Awesome, 3 of you. Well, in less than an hour, my goal is to have every single person in this convention center raise their hand.